On the first day of Shockmas, my true love sent to me a pornographic scat movie.
Alright, yes guys, we are of course back with another video. I can't believe it's December already. What a crazy year, honestly. We've come out of lockdown, we've gone back into lockdown. Now there's a fucking transformer called Omnicron, whatever, roaming. Yeah, mad year, can't believe it's December already. I've got a big project that I'm currently working on, which I hope to get to you guys by Christmas, maybe a bit after, maybe a bit before, and I'm looking forward to it. So while I'm working on that, I've decided that I'll do something similar to what I did in October, except this month I'll probably be covering classic and new shock videos. So a lot of the things I'm going to cover this month might be widely known shock videos, and some which are new or maybe not so well known, but still have a full purpose just to shock you. Now if you live on Twitter, then you've probably seen this tweet or been sent it by a friend. I mean, I saw it on Facebook. There were a bunch of links and somebody had posted this video to Instagram. I think there was a Snapchat link there or something, and Twitter, which I, without hesitation, decided to click. As you can see, I've actually blurred out the two people on this screenshot because I'm pretty sure they've got no clothes on, so I don't want YouTube to shut me down. Not just yet, anyway. Now we all know that Facebook, especially, is full of garbage, so I wasn't really expecting too much clicking onto this link, but I wasn't disappointed, and I noticed that the number of likes on this was quite high, so I thought, well, let's see what this thing's all about. And if you've seen this video already and you recognise this and you're now scarred for life, I do apologise. So coming into this video, I saw the haunted house and I thought, oh, this is probably some kind of horror video. It wasn't a horror video. Now I did cover Two Girls One Cup the other day, and this is probably like 10 times worse than that. Yeah, but I mean, with all the shit going around the internet, literally, it's not really that hard to find something that's worse than Hungry Bitches. Now this particular video actually came from a series, this is a trailer for series 3, yes, it's got a series, called Perverse Family. Now I was kind of scared to look this up, to be honest, but looking into it, it took me to an official website for the company that made this video, and there's like 37 parts to it, like 37 whole parts. The thing that I'm about to explain is literally just the trailer, and that's the thing that, a bit like Two Girls One Cup, sorry I keep going back to it, that's what people are shocked at, just the trailer, because it shows all the bad bits of this. I bet it's very movie-like. I'm sure it's got a happy ending and it's a very family-oriented film. But yeah, we're going to talk about the trailer for this thing, which was actually a shock video posted through Twitter. So the trailer basically goes through the actors of this movie, and what I'd describe the movie as, or what other people would describe this movie as, is just a hardcore BDSM, scat, piss, you name it, kind of movie. And I think the thing that really shocks people about this video is the way it's filmed. It's filmed in a very sort of surreal horror movie sort of thing. Like if this was just two people filmed next to a casting couch or whatever, I don't think anybody would really look twice at it, but because it's filmed in such a way to make it look dingy and dirty and horrific, I think that really sets the tone for what you're about to witness, and also what you're not ready to witness. So basically the trailer begins, and it basically shows the actors, like I say. You've got Susan, the mother, who's sat there eating what looks like semen out of a giant jar. You've also got Anna, the daughter, who's in a contortion pose with a giant gaping bumhole. You've also got Charlie, the father, who doesn't look like he's up to anything weird because he's just sort of sat there reading a book. You've got Ivan, the servant, who's watching people flail around for people inside a bag. He's watching them just flail around. You've got Joseph, an old man, grandfather, who's sat there rubbing what I think might be his penis. I don't know. It looks like something is. I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend to do what I think he's doing. But he's there playing with something next to a sex doll. Like a really old sex doll. Like it looks like wood. I hope he don't put his penis in it because that's just a cause for a splintered dick. You've got Damien, the son, as well, who's chained up somewhere in a barn, I presume. And last but not least, you've got Jane, who's the cousin, who's masturbating. That's it. That's it. And yeah, it's a very busy trailer, so I'm not going to go too in depth about everything. Some of it's just your normal, pornographic stuff, and then the rest of it's just weird. So we're obviously going to go through the weird stuff. So you've basically got one of the daughters who's just been covered in semen by about like 10 penises in 10 glory holes. And one of the daughters is forced into what looks like some sort of outdoor backyard toilet. So she's inside this toilet and somebody just comes over the toilet and takes a massive steaming dump on her face while she's down there. And this is just the best thing. And the thing that's got people talking about this particular trailer. So somebody's lying on a table and this woman proceeds to put her whole leg, into a woman, and it goes all the way through her stomach. Yeah, and that's got people really talking about this particular video. And apart from that, you've mostly got people just pooing on each other and eating poo and puking on poo bums and all that kind of stuff. And there's a load of massive dildos involved, being forced down somebody's throat and whatnot. And also somebody getting a bucket of piss and shit and puke just poured all over them. I'm pretty sure at some point I saw somebody getting their whole head shoved up somebody else's arse, so there's that too. And then the trailer basically ends with somebody getting puked on in the face. Now going on to the site where this thing was actually created, there's so much weird. I've not watched any of it because it's just not for me. It's not my kind of thing. And going on to this, there's just all sorts of weird websites, and I'm hoping it's not playing sound through this tab right now. Should probably mute that. But going on to this, there's all sorts of just weird stuff. There's people having dinner eaten off of their bodies. Punishment head shavings, I suppose. That's pretty cool to an extent. I need my head shaved actually. It's getting too long. I've had to tie it into a little ponytail, and I've done it too high, so I sort of look like a whiny 10-year-old girl at the moment. But yeah, anyway guys, looking at this, you've just got a ton of weird stuff looking down this list. You've got things to do with birthday cake. You've got all sorts of weird little things. And yeah, I'm not even going to look too much into that. But what I can say is that this trailer has made an impact. And in 10 years time you can talk about it to your kids and your grandkids. And yeah, I've spent way too long talking about a trailer that's only a minute long. So I'm just going to leave that there. God, you're going to think I'm bloody obsessed with this now. God. So yeah, that's it. like I said, guys, it's should we call it the 12 days of Shockmas? Does that sound good? Does that sound too edgy? Does that sound like I'm trying to be cool? Yeah, we'll call this thing the 12 days of Shockmas. I'm going to come to you every 3 days or so while I'm working on this big project and give you guys another shock video, explanation, and hopefully some background story to them. Sounds fun. And we're still going down the, we can still go down the gore route as well. We can still do that. So yeah, I apologise for rambling on a bit too much about this 1 minute trailer. This was only supposed to be a 5-minute video. It's now nearly 13 minutes long. God. But yeah. Anyway, guys, if you want, like, subscribe, maybe click that little bell next to the subscribe button. You'll get my latest updates. Should be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.